Let me tell you a little bit about how I approach organizational work. One model I use is a triangle, and it has to do with how to view an organization. There's 3 parts to the triangle. The bottom part has structure, in the center is systems, and at the top of the triangle are people. Now, there's a great propensity to want to go straight up to the people part. And when people call me, they often want to talk about the people involved in an organization. However, I think it's a really important exercise to make sure that we look at an organization more holistically. So we begin at the bottom, and the foundational work is with structure. So I think the easiest way to think about it would be to think about the organizational chart. So in the organizational chart, we have a good sense of what the positions are and sort of how they relate to each other. Who may supervise somebody else and who may be in charge, how many people are within the span of control, all of those pieces. So once we understand the structure and we have the positions in place that allow organizations to achieve their mission and their vision, I think we can move on then to the second part, which has to do with systems. So we spend time on systems because they're important. And this is still about a nameless part in the organization. This isn't about the individuals. This is still about the positions. So we want to understand what are the processes involved. We may need even policies and procedures on how to manage some of these. We're talking about communications. We're talking about human resources. We're talking about accountability. And with those things in mind, we can create systems that allow those positions to work effectively for the organization. Now, we got there. Finally, we're now at the people part. And the people part is a great and exciting part, and I think it's probably my favorite part. So when we work on that, we're talking about working one-to-one or with teams, identifying what's the goal. And we are able to look at what the strategies are and tactics in order to get there. We're able to look at the work style. It's really, really important to recognize that we all work differently. And how do we help build people's skills so they can work more effectively with each other? We can also look in the people section around where people are trying to grow. And that growth is possible for someone who's new in their position or someone who's been there for years. The good news is everyone can grow. I think coaching and consulting has a real value within organizations.